can't be looking for that perfect somebody, because you're going to lose out on some good people along that way, and it will be too late, because they will be married off, wifed off, husband off, children off, and you'll be like, damn. And then you have that little
50 guys you had in the friend zone, all could have been your potential husband.
Like, you know, like, imagine looking for 10 different things, and they got 9. Like, oh no, they got that one.
Yeah. No, but that genuinely happens.
Like, I don't care about driving, and just because of the circumstance in my life, in my entire life, my immediate family has always resided in East London. No more than 30 minutes. Even now, even just in East London, but still no more. We're in London. Yeah. No one's more than 30, 40 minutes travel for me. Yeah. My jobs have all been no more than an hour's travel on the train at the most. And like, and my kids, the same thing. I worked for London Underground, so I had free travel for a long time. Yeah. All my family has driven. Partners, relationships have driven. So going out, my boys, I loved having, like, getting liquor, going out, getting more liquor, getting dropped home. Dex, we're home now. Oh, okay, so, like, call it lazy, call it lack of independence, I don't care. It's never affected my life. It just hasn't. I'm a female, everyone was like, imagine I'm at work, like, and an old job, and everyone's like, basically, you two, like, imagine I'm at work, this girl's like a client, but everyone around is like, you two got some spark, you two need to. So, they're like, oh yeah, take your number, whatever. I'm like, cool, I'm at work, I'm not trying to draw her, innit? But she was like, alright, cool. So I told her, like, whatever my age was at the time, and I was always at a baby face. She's like, nah, I don't believe you, you're not 30. I'm like, what are you talking about? How you look like your early 20s. So I showed her my ID, provisional driving license. Literally, from
what did she say?
From seeing, so she showed me.
Why is it not pink?
She thought she was so nice. It's not even what she just said. It was dumb. It's how she goes, you're sexy, but it'd be even more sexy if it was pink. From when she said that, I was off. I just went off. I don't care what she was a beautiful girl, but from what came out of her mouth, I was like, dead. I was just dead. But then saying that, it's not like I don't understand it, because I know females that have gotten snared by the man's whip. I know dudes that their only thing is I know guys that when they didn't have a car, when their car was in the mechanics, they were depressed. The entire game was based on before we had Ubers, I knew man that made themselves Uber. I know man that have gone out and their lyric to girls is, how you getting home? Imagine, that is your bar. That is your best line. How you getting home? And they're looking for something dysfunctional. You can present something of a pure soul. You can present something of a pure soul. And what I said about something like 9. But there's like one thing, and that one thing even actually important, it's superficial.
Don't get me wrong,
It's not a fundamental. I said there's fundamentals.
It's fine, it's fine. If you want the man that earns a certain thing, cool. If you want the man that has a certain car, cool. If you want the man that acts a certain way, cool. But guess what? Let's see how that adds up for you.
My thing is, like, you got to weigh things up, yeah? It's great that he comes with a lot. The question is, what doesn't he come with? And then when you look at the guy that doesn't come with, what can he offer? Because at the end of the day, there's loads of it. I've
always told you, when I'm looking at women, right?
Oh, you look through them?
I look through, but I'm thinking about other stuff. Okay, you might be appealing to me, but that but weighs more heavy than anything else, you know?
I believe everything you said. But then I say, on top of what you said, is then, but then when they break up with you, not to sound like I'm negative, but is not all of that what they had prior to you going back with them? Because you're looking at things that ain't yours. And you're judging someone by, and I always say acquisitions, and this is why I probably said it to you lot, as I've said it all my life, all my adult life. Women, I feel, in the Western world, they judge men by their acquisitions, primarily.
Because
I don't feel like they judge. I don't feel like character. People say it like a talk piece and all this conscious and woke behaviour, but in reality, I still see a lot of people that still are guided by the fundamentals of acquisitions.
In order to be a
that's
man,
not character.
In order to be a man, you have to earn certain amount.
Insecurity.
In order to be a man, you must have a car. Some
successful people are only successful because they're insecurity that drove them to that. Like, I'm gonna have this, so I'm disappealing, and then they realise the character's lacking. So you, as a female or a male, you fall for the girl's body, whatever. The woman falls for the man's acquisitions. But after you lay down, after all the sex is normski, and you're like, what do they do for you?
No,
what do they do? Not what do they do to you? Oh, the sex.
But even women,
the sex
a lot of women learn that late though. a lot of
A lot of
women
people learn that
late.
A lot of men learn to. I've got friends that had what you're meant to have. You know, like as well as the materialistic shit, the house, the car, the job, but then you've actually built a family, something beautiful, and everyone on the outside is like, oh my gosh, that, and they're rating, but not in a jealous way, like admiring, rating what you got. But that man's ego has. I've got friends that had it all, and I know their woman was a good woman, and they still effed it up because they literally, not even more, but they want more, just more pom pom.
No, but that's what I mean.
Yeah, but literally, no, but they wanted to keep their family in the girl, but they just wanted to keep mashing.
They wanted
And
extra.
yeah, but it's just like I've got to get into coding because I want to create a device that makes man bust in his pants as soon as he finds another woman attractive. I tell you what, I'll be a billionaire. I call it the haze. I call it the haze. When a man is just in that moment, bro, but look at her and all that, bro. I promise, if you just whack one off, see how much you're willing to cheat in your girl.
You know what though?
If you actually couldn't get it up, if you couldn't get it up no more because it was at your head, would you still go to the
if you couldn't get it up, a lot of guys, if they used to
no, but it's not get it out of infantry. No, I mean like get it out your system.
Yeah, if it's out,
the horny haze. Like man have ruined their lives. Man have. I don't know how it's for women. I don't know about that tingle sensation, but I'm saying for a man, if you can get that horny haze out of your system, would you still do the madness to get to that girl's yard, to bash her, to in your car, her, whatever, the lies you tell? It's a madness what man do, and that's what I say. There is an innate part of our nature, male nature, female nature, but my point being is we also have the intelligence to override it.
Yes.
And I feel that's what growing is. Growing is the intelligence, like the system we're born into, all the lies, all the rules, all the nonsense. And through the educational system, you have every right to have been fooled for what we're being raised in Western society. But I feel like once you get out of the educational system and you start living in real life, you start working with people, and hopefully you would have worked with older people and younger people, you should be able to rewire yourself and see what life is really about.